We've incorporated EasyAI into our tree, which is what I wanted to take some time to show you the different AI capabilities we have. So if I go over here to the shaft failure node, and we see EasyAI right here. Well, when I click on it, we have a couple options. We could have it suggest the next node. We could have it do an AI turbo, and we could have it suggest the corrective action. So for now, we're just going to choose the suggest next node option, which it gives you 5 different hypotheses to add to this. So we'll just say maybe insufficient lubrication leading to shaft wear and eventual failure. You could see once I clicked on that particular option, it added the node right there. Another thing to note is you can see up here in the corner that AI logo that indicates this was generated by AI. Now, if I were to go in and make any edits to this text, for example, if I just add a period, you'll see it got rid of the AI. We're just going to continue using EasyAI to drill further and further. So now we'll have it suggest the next node, which will give you a physical route. Maybe we use the incorrect lubricant type. Then we're just going to keep going down. Maybe we've had lack of training on lubricant specifications. And you'll see it's following the methodology of a physical route, human route, systemic route. And now we'll have it suggest the next node, which is corrective actions, which follows that as well. And then you can assign it out. So let's just say we want to go ahead and assign a task out for this node that we used EasyAI for. Another way you can use our AI is when you go to our attachments, and let's go ahead and create a task here. And we want it to be a corrective action task since we're on a corrective action node. You'll see a button here that says suggest. When I click on that, our AI will automatically generate a title as well as a description. AI can be very useful. However, I always recommend proofreading it just to make sure, one, that it's accurate and so on. So we can go ahead and assign this task to myself. And we'll put the deadline as tomorrow. And we'll say I went ahead and completed this task. So now you'll see with the shaft failure, we have AI generated nodes drilling all the way down to the corrective action. I'm going to double click here and drag this over to the left side. We're going to double click on the bearing failure node, and we're going to go to the mechanical seal leaks. And we're going to use EasyAI to generate a turbo. What the turbo feature does is it will automatically implement all nodes, all children nodes below this down to the corrective action. So I'm going to go ahead and click turbo. So now you could see, and we'll go ahead, it reorganized it for me. So we'll go ahead and move some of this stuff away. This is also a reason why the hide node might be useful, so that now we're only focused here on the mechanical seal leaks. But now you can see that the AI generated all the way down to the corrective action from mechanical seal leaks as well. I'll hit the O key to go ahead and tighten everything back up and to reorganize it. Another AI option we have is if you look down here in the bottom right corner, we have our EasyAI that's able to help as well. So here on the home page, you can ask a question. The AI agent can help. You can also search for help. So let's just say maybe you're a bit more new to the industry and you're not quite sure what a physical route is, human route, systemic route, and corrective action. So you can actually go to messages here and ask Finn, EasyRCA's AI-powered assistant, any sort of question. So I will ask it to define the following: physical route, human route, systemic route, corrective action. So you can see that our AI agent helped generate definitions of what a physical root is, a human root, systemic root, in other words, Latin root, and corrective action. Is this what you're looking for? So this tool is very, very helpful to ask it for maybe suggestions on what the next node could be as well, alternative to clicking this button and suggesting the next node. You can ask it anything, and it's very useful, very helpful. So we'll go ahead and exit out of that. One thing I wanted to show you that I skipped in the very beginning is when we create a new RCA, this AI assisted section. So we're going to stick with our PROACT methodology here, but like it mentions in this text, describe the event, what type of event it was, what failed, when and where it happened, who was involved, any initial observations. Of course, the more detail you provide, the better your analysis will be. You'll also see here that you're also able to upload images as well, or files for that matter. So if you're ever unsure of what type of files are accepted, if you click on this, it'll show you the maximum size is 20 megabytes, and we support these formats currently. So we're going to describe the incident. At the California plant, we have had a pump fail, which is causing unacceptable downtime. I have noticed signs of corrosion and erosion, which may be causing this issue. Now, when I click on Launch Analysis, it'll go ahead and generate an RCA for you. Of course, as it's generating a full RCA, it may take a little bit of time for it to load and generate. However, that was very quick. So now you will see it created a full tree for us, right? Based on just that minimal amount of info that I provided it with, it did it down to the corrective action. And you can see here, it even assigned out tasks already. It also included a note based on what I typed in the AI agent here. One more section I wanted to show where we use AI is that when you go to the info, it looks like on this one, it already generated it. So I will backspace here, where when you are done with your RCA, you want to go ahead and include a summary of findings for when we generate the report in a future video. Well, you'll see here for this option that you can generate an AI summary. So what it will do is review all the information that we've inputted and help generate that summary of findings. So you could go ahead and generate it by clicking on this AI summary button here and give it a few moments to load. And now you can see it gave us a 1,470 character summary of the findings. Now, again, I just always recommend proofreading it just to make sure that it's accurate. But overall, it does a very, very good job, and it's very, very accurate in terms of what has occurred and what we have done to address these issues.